So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Del Piero. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Del Piero! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And the header! No way through, and he's following up! Denied by an instinctive save.
Carlos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
David Villa. Decent progress down the left. He's picked his way through. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Now it's Messi. David Villa. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
White simply refused to be outdone there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Incapie looking to hit the byline here.
That's good defensive concentration.
And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi plays it short. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa. He's got away. Can he put it away? Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
There will be
Williams.
1 minute added time.
That's Tielemans. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. He's going for goal! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
Now the finish! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And Del Piero!
Attendance for this match was 80,000.
Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Great ball. David Villa! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
He thumps it clear. No, that's been intercepted. Foden. Passing is crisp and sharp. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really...
Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are cruising away. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Terrific header! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Substitution for Inter, number 8, Messi.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And he's managed to get free. Williams. That is good alertness. Incapuyi. Tielemans. And it's Ribéry. Williams. Oh, what a ball he's in here! That's a little off target. Carlos Mane. And it's Ribery. Very nicely done. Carlos Mane in acres of space out wide. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. He's tried one! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And no, that was never going to make it. Vinicius Junior. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vinicius Junior.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. Maradona is onto this. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that could set him on his way.
Alvarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's Maradona! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
No way through, so back it comes. The ball is bounced loose now. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, that's delightful. Ronaldinho, the man we've all come to watch. He's played him through. This is promising. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ronaldinho, can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Ronaldinho. Oh, this is... Ronaldinho! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Calatrava just eases him off the ball. Ronaldinho. Spread neatly. Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Number 21.
There's the whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted...
And the shot! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
In with the challenge. Now it's been... There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ronaldinho. Oh, and he's through the middle. He has found the way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's really well cleared. Team still separated by the game's only goal. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Messi, and that's not going to reach. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And the ball is out of play.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Calatrava. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is... He's got tall! Jojic. He can run onto that. Keeper's ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Picked out brilliantly.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, shooting chance!
I thought it was going to happen
There
then.
will be 1
How
minute
many
added
more
time.
chances can they realistically expect now?
That's at the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Messi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Quality ball. Now it's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Maradona. There's the shot! Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. And it's Maradona. And the ball, now the finish! Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. And smartly reclaimed. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's in on goal! Maradona! Iniesta! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. He read that really well and stopped it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Still goalless. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Maradona. Rodrigo. That looks a good ball through. Has a goal! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Diego Maradona!
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options.
He's got the shot away! It's a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, just skips past his... He's having a go! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Messi. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rodrigo! That's a half-decent try. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it kept... Great chance! And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Rodrigo!
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's half-time here. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vinicius Junior! Now, how often do you see that?
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Time and again they are repelled.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Short changes him with that pass. And he's there to belt it away. He's through here. Big chance! And somehow he kept it out.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Number 7.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 11.
Messi goes short. Iniesta, real chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Maradona. He's a sharp little ball here. Has a look and plays it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
"75 minutes played. Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. Has a shot! Smashing save, really good save that.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
Substitution on the field. Number 16. Number 21. Coming on the field. Number 10.
Ball's
Number
out,
22.
it'll be a throw-in again. De Jong. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. In with the challenge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vinicius Junior!
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Maradona. Oh, can he finish? Oh no, this does not look good. Can he finish? Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Please join me.
Rodrigo
in wishing all
taking Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's in on Romario! Romario gets the nod here. Anything we should note about? And Romario! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Played into space out wide. Well seen, saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's the Pirlo! Defending of the desperate variety. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Pirlo really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Ushkaka tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Valladolid deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now. But, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ojkasa. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Tomiyasu. That's really well manoeuvred. David Villa fiddles it through, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's going for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. Valladolid are looking to go forward now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And back to the keeper they go. Ojkasa. Madrid are still that goal to the good. That's a shade optimistic. Mario Martin.
The attendance for this
Well, it
match
just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's got away. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
14. Coming on the field is number 9.
He is through here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. A lot of space. He's got the shot away! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's had a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Number 7, number 11. Coming on the field, number 18, number 24.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That's a nicely measured pass. David Villa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's pulled back. It's Pirlo! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Pirlo is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Kennedy in with the challenge. Oh no, he's got that wrong. He's in plenty of space here. Messi. He's had a hit! Yes! And they are cruising away. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
David Villa.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Time and again they are repelled, or played right into his path. Ojkasa. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Koundé. Yamal. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That was good alertness. He's looking wide. Out for a throw. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Yamal. Owen.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shock.
Owen! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Fermin. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Perez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Owen. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. That is good strength. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. What a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. That is ended up in no man's land. Chip through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Eric Garcia. Araujo. He can run onto that. Now it's Owen. Very nicely done. And that's been intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
He's got full. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Rafinha plays it short. Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona given another corner. Rafinha goes short. Yamal! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Nicked it back promptly. Koundé. Madrid still this single goal behind. Owen.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
649.
And the keeper's given it away. And Romario! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Rice. Coming on the field. Number 18. Messi.
Balde.
9. Pirlo.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Araujo. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Perez. Alvarez. He's had it taken off him. Rafinha looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri, not the most accurate pass. Lewandowski. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Rafinha. Madrid are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Martinez. Araujo. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Owen.
Might want to be careful there.
There will be 3 minutes
I
added
have to say,
time.
that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Fermin. Martinez. And that will be the final act. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager... So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. So this beautiful arena in the outskirts of Munich, the epitome of aesthetic perfection and cutting edge, pretty much what the near-capacity crowd are entitled to demand. Looks for the finish! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity. Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like.
And Shevchenko! And he's gone looking for safety. Pass somewhat off target. Alvarez. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
True Bangkok United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That looks a cracking ball. He is through here! Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Right, Shevchenko. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Martinez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got through! It's in! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's intervened well there. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Neymar. Alvarez. That's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception. That has been cut short. Costa Curta. And it's De Bruyne. And that has been cleared. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Chance! Decent enough try. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Neymar. No, again there's no way through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Oh, important interception. Rodri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's looking to set free a runner. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
The attendance for
They
this
expected
match
better,
was
and so did he.
61,052.
Passing is crisp and sharp. De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Played back in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 71 minutes is...
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gabriel Jesus. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Ronaldinho. That'll be a throw. Quick look, then plays it in.
True Bangkok United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Okazaki. Floated through. And Del Piero! Now that's well seen too. Floated up and over. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Belletti. And he's there to get it away.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's a decent clearance. And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Okazaki picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is a quick reminder to let you know.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into not. And now the hit! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Can he latch on to this? In he goes again! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.